Oh! Hello, everybody. It is I, the Frenchiest Fry. We are here. I started a little later than I intended, but we're here. I didn't make a stream schedule this week because I forgot. So, we are freeballing it. But, I'm going to attempt to try and, I'm gonna try and make sure I do a little bit of streaming this week. But yeah, I apologize for not streaming on my normal days, I guess. But yeah, it is already past midnight for me, so happy Halloween. But yeah, we're gonna work on some OC art today, because I've been kind of sick and fucking tired of working on D&D art. All I have to do is the shading, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do some lazy-ass shading, if I'm being honest. Hello, Chris. How are you? Happy Halloween. I'm thinking I'm gonna do another stream tomorrow, but I'm trying to figure out, like... I wanted to do, like, a shitty, like, costume for my VTube model, but I couldn't think of anything. Jimmy was like, oh, you should do a ghost, like a sheet ghost. And I was like, that would be significantly harder than you think it would be. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I hope you're having a great night, day, time zone, Chris. Also, I figured out a way where I can listen to my copyright music while you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. But I have music playing for you guys as well. That is not copyright. So today we're drawing two gay dudes. Enjoying literally my first day off work in weeks. Things are cool and stuff. Thanks for asking. How are you? How's Jimmy? I'm pretty good. I had to work technically yesterday, but I'm lucky because my shifts are like short. But I didn't want to. I had trouble leaving bed this morning because my bed was nice and cozy, and it's kind of rainy and chilly. It's not as cold as it normally is during this time of year, but it's cold enough to make me not want to leave bed. Jimmy's doing good. I don't know if he's gaming right now or not, but we decided that tomorrow we're gonna dress up and we're gonna go do mini golf because there's like a place nearby that does mini golf for like $10 a person. So, we are doing that. I'm doing a really shitty ghost, like Simon Ghost Riley cosplay. Because I have the mask anyway. And I've got, like, big dick stomping boots. And I figured, like, you know what? I got some, like, tactical looking pants. I'll just throw on a fucking long sleeve black shirt and go crazy. The one night I, like, I actually put the ghost mask on the one night. And, I was like, how do I look? And Jimmy's like, you just need, like, the black makeup around your eyes. So I scrounged up some makeup that I had and, like, put black around my eyes. And then I put the mask on and I did, like, the fucking meme, like, side eye. I'll show you. I'll show you the meme. I'll show the people that don't know what I'm referencing. I don't have any, like, tactical gear or anything, so I'm just gonna... But I kept making this face at him. And he's like, stop! The past 2 days are the first time this year where the natural temp in my house fell below my cooling target. I hope y'all have fun. Yeah, well, I hope we have fun too, because he's like, I'll fucking wreck you in mini golf. And I was like, oh, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You want to put your money where your mouth is? So, we decided that we are doing that. And yeah, like, it's normally by this time of year, it's like I have like the heater on constantly. But this year has been very mild for the cool weather so far, which is kind of concerning. But I pretend I do not see it because if I pay attention to everything, I will be stressed. So I wish I could play fucking copyright music on YouTube without... Who the fuck is the CEO of YouTube? Last time I looked it up, it was Susan. But it's definitely not still Susan. I know it's a guy now, I can't remember his name. Anyways, I would, but they will smite me off the platform. Last time, I literally had, Criminal Minds just, like, playing in the corner of my stream while I was, like, chatting. And, like, my channel was, like, The stream was immediately taken down, and then they were like, you're not allowed to use copyrighted stuff. And then they were, like, made me take a stupid fucking, like, multi-choice test that was like, why is this bad? And I was like, cool. Cool. My headset is cutting out. Give me strength. Give me strength to not lose my fucking shit. Why are you disconnecting? Why are you disconnecting, you bitch? You bitch. You're fully charged. There's no reason for you to disconnect. I don't even have my phone on me. Because for the longest time, I was like, oh, maybe it is my phone, because the Bluetooth signal can get interrupted. It is not. It is not. I am... That's how I feel. Okay, we're back. I can hear things now. Very nice. Oh... I need to get some, like, anatomy study books. That way when I'm, like, struggling to draw a piece of anatomy, I can open a book and be like, and look at all the muscle structures and how they connect together. I've gotten a lot... I feel so bad. When I go out in public, I'm a big people watcher, and I will observe, like, different muscle structures on people, and I'm pretty sure I have probably creeped people out because I stare very intensely at them. And, unfortunately, staring is seen as rude. Which is unfortunate. I'm not trying to be rude by any means, but... are there areas of muscles / bones that challenge you particularly? Hands, feet, sometimes, like, depending on, like, the angle of, like, the arm. I would say, like, I understand, like, the basic construction, but sometimes, like... What sucks is, like, for certain poses, like, different muscles will, like, flex and, like, stretch. So, like, for example, your arms being down at your sides are gonna look different compared to if you have them up behind your head. And what I would really love to have, and I know these exist, I just don't know where to get them, but they obviously have them for, like, anatomy classes, but they're hyper-realistic 3D models where when you, like, move the bones and such, all of the muscles and stuff flex along with it, and you can see under the skin. And that would be super helpful for me, but I don't know where to get that. But, I've been looking into getting some, books for anatomy. Because, yes, I could just take a picture of myself doing whatever pose kind of thing, but I feel like if you are using reference too much, you're not really... You're just kind of copying what's there. You're not actually, like, learning why and how things connect, right? So, I want to learn, basically. That makes sense. I see what you're saying. Muscle groups can be super unique depending on posture and pose and passive flex. Yeah. And then, like, certain muscle groups are a lot more complicated. So, like I said, hands and feet, for example, or, like, back muscles are super, like, shoulder muscles in particular. So, it's just, I would like to study it more so I can understand it a bit better. Because I have, like, a very basic and rudimentary understanding. But the more I study that kind of stuff, the easier drawing from memory will be. If I can just be like, the leg bone's connected to the hip bone. You know what I mean? Rather than having to be like, oh, I have to find this super specific pose now. Because sometimes I'll find a pose, and it's, like, very close to what I want, but it's not exactly what I want. And some of the poses that I would like to draw, I am not able to do myself because I am not flexible nor fit enough to do those poses. But yeah. So I've been looking into, like, different anatomy books for artists, and I want to get some of them. I also want to do more light studies so I can do shading better. I feel like I'm not the worst at shading, but sometimes I just am like, light source? What is a light source? And then I kind of just put shit randomly where it looks good. I find thighs to be really interesting. Even subtle changes can result in flexes you might not expect. Exactly. And it's especially, like, now that I'm drawing characters with, like, more lean muscle mass, it would make it a lot easier. Because it's one thing if you have, like, a character with, like, a little bit of, like, chub on top. Like, you can kind of get away with, or, like, somebody that's, like, just, like, skinny with not a lot of muscle definition. Like, you can kind of get away with, like, doing a little fucking around. But then, like, with a character that's fucking ripped, it's like, okay, that's when it really shows, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to take a photo and I like to be, like, break up the muscle groups over top of the photo is like something that really helped me kind of get a better understanding of stuff. But I definitely think that doing more in-depth studies would be helpful. And, like, even just, like, looking at skeletal structures I found really helped. I don't know. Totally with you on light sources. That's a huge source of interest for me. The way light enters a scene and plays off the elements within the scene and emphasizes things within the scene. Yeah, and then, like, with light also comes, like, color theory and, like, a bunch of other shit. Because it's like, oh, like, you can have, like, the fucking shadows, like, reflect off of other shit. So, like, for example, like, say, like, the light source in this picture was, like, coming from, like, kind of, like, the front, like, in front of the characters, and there was a shadow behind his arm here on the shirt. The color of his skin will kind of be, like, not really reflected, but, like, you'll see a little bit of the skin color in the shadow. So it's... See, the thing is, like, I also know a lot of this stuff in theory, but then when I go to do it, I'm like, this is a lot of work. I don't want to put this much effort into it. Or, like, look at how tiny his hand is. His hand's fucked, but that's okay. Overexposed. Yeah, yeah. And then, like, depending on the fucking fabric and the material will depend on how shiny something is and yada yada yada. There's, like, a whole... There's a whole shebang. I'm gonna make his hands a little bit larger. His hand is significantly tinier than I meant for it to be. But yeah, I was like looking at the prices of some of these books and I was just like, yeah, when I saw the price of some of these books. I was like, fuck that. But it's I'm a sucker for having like physical media as well. Because like digital files can get corrupted and whatnot. Actually, I do have a really nice book that I like to look through sometimes. It's art from like, I forget which specific artist, but he was an artist for like Superman comics, and it's a bunch of his like drawings and stuff, and like studying how other people stylize stuff, because it sucks when you have like a kind of cartoony or like anime inspired art style, because like they're not entirely realistic, right? So like you can kind of play with it a little bit, but then there's certain things where it's like if you play with it a bit too much, it looks wonky. But then I'm also like, some of my favorite anime and manga has like really fucking wonky anatomy. Or just like even like professionally printed stuff, like yaoi hands was a huge fucking joke. Like this is a professionally published manga. So sometimes when I feel bad about my anatomy and proportions, I just look at this shit and I'm like, you know what? Maybe, maybe I'm not that bad. Not to say that this is, like, bad. You know, you have your art style, you do you, but this is definitely proportionally fucked. A whole shebang. Also, I should have said more like a direct light a la 𝙲𝚴𝙬𝙽𝚃𝚂. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I promise I took an art history. Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I don't know shit about art history. When I took one art class in high school, and when I was... And so the reason why I took art class in high school is because I was under the impression that we would be doing shit like life drawing and like learning anatomy in depth and stuff. And when I learned that that's not at all what we were doing, I never took an art class again, especially because my art teacher fucking hated me. But yeah. And, like, during the art history thing, I was just like, yeah, whatever. But now, like, that I'm older and I have a more developed frontal lobe, I actually do enjoy learning about art history. That being said, I don't go out of my way to learn it, but if it happens to pop up on my timeline or somebody's like, did you know this painting? And then they, like, go into depth about it, then I'm like, hell yeah, brother. What is happening with that? The hand on the far left makes no sense. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot going on with yaoi hands, but it's like it's a very... I think this is from the same... There's a lot of this, so like... And like, even from like, I don't know, anime that I actually watch and consume, there's definitely some wonky ass like anatomy going on sometimes. Like in Gurren Lagann, there was so many like moments that I was watching that where, and it's only on screen for like 2 seconds, so it's like not a big deal. But the anatomy is just absolutely fucking borked. So, yeah. I just thought of something really funny. Okay, so there is... So, people, okay, hang on, wait. There was like this meme that was going around on Tumblr. And it was called Is it, what is it? Dorito faced Bad Touch, Senpai-san, and Shota Boy. And it was a really poorly drawn boys love manga that was kind of just making fun of yaoi proportions and whatnot. And I feel like I'm obligated to draw Cricket and Thunder as these two now. He's also called Dorito San-chan, I believe. They really could have given you such a dub if they just let you audit college art classes based on your comment about personal art and anatomy. Yeah. I really wish that they did have more stuff like that in high school. And maybe they did do that later on, but I only took it in grade 9 or freshman year, whatever you want to call it. But he do be a Dorito. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, so you're young. Yeah, like freshman year. Like I said, like that's what I thought it would be like, and I do wish that. And now, like as an adult, I understand why, because like you know, in my high school at least, you have to have at least one art credit to graduate. So in grade 9. Most of the people in the arts classes are just doing it for the credit that they need to graduate. So there's a lot of people that do not give a single fuck about it. So it would make sense that grade 9 is like just introductory shit. Like, oh, like value and like light and like here, draw some vases, draw an apple kind of thing. So I get that. Now that I'm older, but you know, as a teenager, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I already know how to draw apples. I know how to make a gradient with my pencil. So, but yeah, like I never stuck around to find out if later on they did do that because I was pissed off. And instead I took music all throughout high school, though, which I fucking loved music class. That shit was so much fun. I really do miss playing in a band. Unfortunately, I'm not as good at the trumpet, like at the trumpet as I used to be, because I haven't played it in years. I do have 2 trumpets now. I did try to play it a little bit, but I haven't been like sticking with it enough to get to a point where I can actually play. Mainly, this is my own fault, but, like, I don't really have enough music to play. I have been finding, like, free sheet music online for songs that I do want to play. But that is also very different from playing in a band. I feel like it's a lot easier to want to improve when you're in a band, because it's like, okay, like, you're doing this whole piece, and when it all comes together, it looks really nice. I am also changing the fucking perspective of this part of the glove. But yeah, I really wanted to learn more about anatomy, like in depth, so I could draw my gay little characters. Perhaps one day I'll, actually, like, set aside some time and, like, practice playing trumpet frequently. I think my problem is that I have way too many hobbies. And all of the hobbies that I do, unfortunately, require a lot of time. Like, I love drawing, I love gaming. I've been trying to learn how to do some 3D modeling stuff. I want to do more music. Like, I like singing. I want to do cosplay, but I'm too poor to do cosplay. I know there's, like, cheaper ways to do cosplay for anybody that's like, oh, well, you can do it on a budget. And it's like, yes, I could do it on a budget. However, I don't really have a workspace. I live in a fucking apartment. And, like, God forbid I want to do anything with a wig. I can't be styling wigs with my bulges because they will die. They are weak and will not survive the hairspray. I wonder if there's, like... college classes that I could just sit in on for, like, life study stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't be getting any feedback or anything, but I know there's some places that are just like, yeah, like, you can show up if you want. Let me move to your Twitch real quick. Okie dokie. Cricket, I'm gonna move your stupid fucking belt buckle. I don't know why I call this belt buckle stupid. He's got a cool fucking belt buckle with a laughing skeleton on it. Put it more in the middle there. My one finger is itchy. I don't know why my finger is getting itchy, though. I've been wearing, like, gloves underneath the gloves that I use for dishes at work, so that way my hands don't break out. But sometimes my hands still break out a little bit. But it's definitely significantly reduced the amount of breakouts that I've had. It would get to a point where my entire, like, my right hand would get it the worst, too. I don't know why my right hand would get it the worst, but it would be so crunchy on my knuckles and, like, cracked and itchy. And I would just be sitting there itching for 8 years. Hi, Rory. Welcome. Happy Halloween. I hope you're having a great time zone. That's good. At least I'm happy things have gotten better. Thank you. Thank you. I'm also glad that it has gotten a little bit better. But yeah, I would like to get gloves that don't make my hands break out. I just don't know exactly what's causing my hands to break out. I don't think it's, like, an issue with the rubber itself. I think it's the fact that it is, like, it's got dyes in it. When I was doing research on it, it's like, oh, it could be the dyes. So, it's rough out here. Apparently I have to get natural rubber, but I don't know how to... Like, I don't know what color natural rubber is. I did find a brand that apparently is supposed to be good, but also the brand that I bought is, like... It said it was, like, yeah, hypoallergenic, which is fucking bullshit. Or maybe they're not breathable as well. See, like, I considered the fact that, like, oh, maybe it's because my hands are sweaty, because my hands do get sweaty. But I also used to work at a I used to work at like a greenhouse, and I would wear gloves all day working at the greenhouse. So, and I never had any issues then, and my hands would sweat like a fuck ton in the greenhouse. But I never had an issue, and it was just like, we used black nitrile gloves. So, I don't know if it's... I don't think it's, like, heat rash. Unless if I suddenly, like, you know, have issues with that, which I don't know if you can suddenly have issues with heat rash or not. I don't know. But I really would love to find gloves that don't make me break out on my hands. It sucks to have them be that itchy and crunchy and, like, chapped. So different issue, unless it's a new autoimmune thing, not an expert, but I do have a skin-related autoimmune thing, so maybe... That's what I'm wondering, because, like, I know you can develop that shit, like, later on in life. I don't know. It could very well be autoimmune, because, so before COVID was announced in Canada, there was a sudden, mysterious, respiratory infection going around the greenhouse when I still worked there. And that was before COVID was, like, really announced, and now they're finding out that COVID was around and in Canada far before it was announced and far before any pandemic shit was going on or lockdowns or anything. So I did happen to get that. So I'm wondering if maybe I got a very, very early strain of COVID, because apparently COVID has some autoimmune shit that can happen if you are infected with it. Even if you, like, recover. It's got, like, long-term effects or some shit. I don't know, though. I'm not a scientist. I don't know shit. Plus, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just, I don't know. I don't even know how to go about figuring it out other than just process of elimination. But I'm sorry, your bitch is poor, and I can't really afford to be spending fucking money every time I'm like, well, these gloves make me break out. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could maybe try talking to my doctor and being like, hey, can you, like, test me for dye allergies or, like, or just allergies in general, but I'll be like, I've been having problems with my hands breaking out. Autoimmune is interesting because while it's been such a mysterious area of medicine for so long, in recent years medicine has gotten so much better about that area so specifically. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll go talk to my doctor about it. Because I've also been having this fucking, like, rash on my armpits, and I've had this for about a month, and at first I was like, oh, it must be just the deodorant that I'm using. But I'm starting to think I have, like, a yeast infection on my armpits or something, which apparently is a thing that can happen. And it's like, oh, it'll eventually go away on its own if you keep the area dry and clean, which I have been, by the way, but every time it's, like, seems to be like, oh, like, I'm gonna go away, it comes back again, and then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's... I thought it was, like, just a rash from the deodorant, so I switched deodorants and stuff. And then it's still a problem, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I switched to, like, a spray-on deodorant because any of the stick deodorants, particularly, like, the gel ones, burn. And it sucks because I fucking hate the powdered ones. I tried using the powdered one as well. It didn't fucking work. But the powdered ones I hate because they stain, like, black shirts. So... I don't know, but I fucking... My sister got the shitty vision genetics from my parents, so there's a good chance that, I got some other fucking stupid genetical shit. Genetical is not a word, but it is now. It's okay, all words are made up. Oh! I did not mean to click that button. Okay, we're good. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, please, 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 God, please, no, please. I gotta add his little slut thigh holsters. While I'm at it, I should just get my doctor to fucking run me an autism test, because I think you bitches on the spectrum, honestly. Because, like, growing up, I think most of my siblings were, like, their teachers were like, yeah, I think you have, like, ADHD or something. And at the time, my mom was very much the person that was like, autism doesn't exist. Like, that's the generation that my mom is from. I don't blame her or anything. But, now that, you know, she's older, my mom got diagnosed with ADD. My sister got diagnosed with either ADD or ADHD. I'm not sure which one. I'm pretty sure my dad's autistic. So, yeah. But, ugh. And now, like, I haven't bothered to go and get diagnosed because, you know, I've made it nearly 27 years of my life here without having to, you know, be medicated or anything for ADHD or whatever I may have. And I figure, why start now if I've been fine this entire time? You know what I mean? But when I do see those posts that are like, tips for people with ADHD or autism, I'm like, I sit down and I listen because that shit helps me. I like to say that I'm not diagnosed, but I'm peer-reviewed. Because a majority of my friends are diagnosed on the spectrum, and all of them are like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have a touch of autism. So. Like, I can tell you to be so, like, I can tell you to be so honest, skin-related autoimmune medicine has gone from we can barely improve this to we can basically cure this in the past 10 years. Basically, totally get you about deodorants. Used to bother me so much, and then one day it just didn't. Skin sensitivity is so weird. It is. Yeah, it's one of those things that can just, like, pop up randomly, too, so. Hey, get your tax money's worth. Here in America, any notion of going to the doctor is a financial predicament. That's true. You could get legal meth. I could. I don't know if it, like... I'm scared because, like... I'm scared to try it because it's like, what if it actually does help? And then I'm suddenly, like, I need the medication to function properly. You know what I mean? Because even in Canada, like, that shit's expensive. Like, Jimmy's on ADHD meds, and I think his, like, ADHD meds are, like, $200 for, like... I don't know if it's, like... I don't know if it's, like, a month's worth. I think it's, like, a month's worth for, like, $200 fucking dollars. And because it's, like, a... Because it's a controlled substance, he can't even go in, like, a day early and be like, hey, I'm here to pick up my stuff. He can't even do that because they're like, oh, you have to wait until it's completely out before you get your refill, which is annoying. Peer-reviewed, I love it, lol. What? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Actually, let me ask... Jimmy? Jimothy? Pookie! I have a question for you. How much is your ADHD meds per month? It's not 200 for... Is it 200 for 1 month? Or is that for, like, 3 months? Okay, never mind. It's 200 for 3 months. Significantly better than I thought it was. It's like just over 200, so I miscalculated, but it's still fucking expensive as shit. More expensive than I want to be paying for that kind of shit, honestly. Like, I don't want to... Plus, like... I don't know. I've gone this long without medication. I don't know if I want to start taking medication and then, like, I can't function if I don't take it. You know what I mean? Plus, I'll also be pissed off if literally all I had to do was just take a fucking pill to fix, like, half my problems. Because the only thing that I'm diagnosed for is depression. And I got diagnosed with depression in high school, and they put me on trazodone because I had bad insomnia. And then, I stopped taking the trazodone because I had to keep upping the dosage for it to help me sleep and to help with depression. But then it got to a point where, like, I couldn't even feel any emotion at all. I did not have any emotion. This thumb is pissing me off. So I don't really want to, I don't want to be an emotionless being, you know what I mean? I don't want to be depressed all the time, but I would like to, you know, feel happy. I don't mind feeling a little bit sad sometimes. I just don't want to feel the crushing weight of everything happening in the world all at once at all times. Honestly, still scary. I think even when I was on my super intense ADHD meds, not meth, but a super upper that made me feel high and weirdly enough also horny all day with my insurance, I think cost me $14 a month. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, it does. Like, if you have benefits, like, if you have a good job, you can 100% get good coverage like that. But as for just, like, basic, like, healthcare, there's a lot of stuff that isn't covered, unfortunately. And then some of it is also dependent on your age and your economic status as well. So, for example, for a while, I don't know if they're still doing this. I don't know anymore because I don't take birth control anymore. But when I was on birth control, they had a thing where it was like if you were 25 or under and you're on birth control, it's covered completely. But even without it covered, it's really not super expensive. It's like, I think $50 a month, but it adds up. You know what I mean? Oh my god, this hand is actually gonna be the death of me. But yeah, I'm also kind of like, I don't really, if I am gonna get medicated, I don't want to have to go through the whole hassle of, like, finding the right medication, because you could be put on, you know, the wrong medication, wrong dosage, etc., and it can, like, fuck you up more, and it's like, I don't really know if I want to go through all of that. I think the only reason why I would ever want to get diagnosed now is because right now in Canada, they're doing a thing where it's like, hey, if you have ADHD or autism, and you've done your taxes, then you can apply for this, like, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a benefit. And basically, the government is giving you money. This is pissing me off. The government gives you money kind of as, like, reparations almost for being like, oh, sorry, your life sucks. And my sister got $2,500. And I could really use that money right now to pay off my credit card, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. That's not benefits for the record. I'm talking about basic public option stuff. Obamacare, if you remember that. My employer... Oh, okay. So that's basically... So Canada has... Canada has, like, something similar, but it's by province. So in Ontario, it's called OHIP. But each province has their own, like, basic healthcare plan, which is... It's basically Obamacare, but it's, province by province. And what's covered by it is, and what's covered under the provincial healthcare differs, and how much of it is covered also differs. So, like, for example, Jimmy recently got diagnosed with sleep apnea, and it's because I told him, I was like, you fucking need to go and get diagnosed for that shit, because I am sick and tired of hearing your ass snore all night, because there's some nights where he snored really loud. I literally bought earbuds, I have a fan going, I have an air purifier going all night, and sometimes it still wasn't enough, and I would wake up to him snoring like a truck. And I felt bad, because I would literally kick him out to the couch, because, like, I cannot fucking sleep. And I felt bad, but I told him, I was like, go get fucking diagnosed, bro. And he did. And then, he got his CPAP machine, and now I don't have to hear him snore anymore, which is great. And he's also sleeping better, which is also great. And I don't know exactly how much the machine was, but he had to pay, like, significantly less living here than he would if he was still living in Alberta. Like, if he was still living in Alberta, he would have to pay, like, a couple $1,000 for it. But because we're in Ontario, he only had to pay, like, a few hundred. It was less than $1,000. So, it depends, right? So happy to hear Jimmy is healthier and happier. Also, since you and I are both diagnosed for depression, I find that the only real win that you can get out of antidepressants has to do with despair. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stop feeling sad. But if you can get through the day without feeling full of dread over the future, that's kind of the best you're gonna get. Yeah. I'm starting to wonder, like... I'm wondering if part of the reason why, like, the antidepressants didn't work for me that well is because it isn't just depression. I feel like... again, like, I'm not gonna straight up say, like, yeah, I'm definitely autistic or ADHD, because I haven't been professionally diagnosed yet, but I do feel as though, I feel as though I am either one or the other, maybe both, I don't know, but I think that the depression is, like, a symptom of whatever else is wrong with me, basically. Not to imply that it's inherently wrong. It's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with me. It feels like that sometimes, but... yeah. I don't know. I just try to live my life, you know what I mean? I try to do my best. I feel like I've managed pretty well for the most part. I also feel like part of it is, like... part of it is also just, like, trauma responses from childhood. Because I saw a few people saying that, like, if you think you might be autistic, get checked out for childhood PTSD, because apparently childhood PTSD and autism present very similarly as... so... I don't know, though. I'm not a professional, but when I did some base level research, I was like, huh. Yeah, that could also be it. And it's weird, too, because, like, growing up, I didn't really think that my life was that traumatic, and then when I turned 23, I had, like, an epiphany where I was like, wow, actually, my life was very, very traumatic. Far more traumatic than I had initially thought. And then once I realized that, I was able to work on some issues that I had, which is good. I'm glad. I still got a lot of work to do, but I've made a lot of progress, and it's made my life significantly easier. Oh, totally agree. Feeling ostracized, lonely, alone, incapable of being able to connect. It's very easy to imagine that there's a structural reason for those things. Yeah, because, like, my, like, analytical ass is like, okay, there's a common denominator for all of these reasons, and it's hard to not come to the conclusion that the common denominator is myself, and therefore that is the issue. So... Yeah, but you know what? I'm realizing that it's like, you know what? I am doing my best here, and that's all I can ask for. And I think all things considered, I'm doing all right. Here we go. But yeah, sorry, I was trying to look for an art. Okay, cool. I am really sorry to hear about all the struggles you felt, Otto. I really hope that every tomorrow is better than each yesterday. I appreciate that, Chris. I also hope nothing but the best for you. I might make his shirt a little bit shorter. But yeah, I'm definitely in a much better place than I was even like 5 years ago. I would say I'm in a much better place now. I live purely out of spite. That's what helps me get through the day, knowing that my existence pisses a lot of people off. My my mere existence rage baits people, which is awesome. Yeah, but you deserve happiness way more than I do. That's where you're wrong, bucko. The only people that don't deserve happiness are, like, abusers and, like, pedophiles. Like, you're a pretty cool guy. I don't think it's fair to say that one person deserves happiness more than another, unless if they've really, like, done some fucked up shit. But from what I have gathered about you, I don't think you've done super fucked up shit. So, I think you're big chillin'. I think you deserve happiness, Chris. And I don't think you or I or anybody deserves happiness more than another person. I think everybody's happiness is important. You are actively helping people with their legal problems, which is a very valiant thing to do. And not everybody has the smarts or the brains to do that. Or, like, the determination, even. Because I imagine that that job can get pretty fucking stressful. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd fucking quit after a week. I'd not even, probably even less than a week. I'd have, like, one day, and I would go home, cry, and then I would be like, I'm never doing that again. That's very sweet of you to say, and it really means a lot to me, and I'm constantly flattered that you remember my job. Yeah. Of course, man. You're, like, one of the few, like, people that are active in my stream. It would be embarrassing if I couldn't remember your job or your name. Oh yeah. I designed Cricket and Thunder with their masks off, but I'm not showing it publicly. But I just wanted to let people know. I wanted to let everybody know that I did design it. Well, you deserve a much larger following, and I truly hope you get one with all of my heart. I appreciate that. I feel like... I don't know if I could handle a larger following. I kind of like being a smaller streamer, I'm not gonna lie. I do it for the love of the game, not to make money or have a fucking cult following or anything like that. I just enjoy creating and playing games and being silly. I was literally chatting about this with one of my friends. I was like, I don't know if I could handle, like, if suddenly, whether it be overnight or, like, over a period of, like, a year, if I suddenly became, like, super popular and people, like, I had, like, hundreds or thousands of people in my stream, like, chatting. I don't know if I can handle that. Like, don't get me wrong, the idea of doing content creation full-time is kind of a nice idea, but his fucking hand is still pissing me off. What is wrong with this hand? We're gonna fucking fix this. Anyways, sorry. I feel like I would be very nervous. I say some, like, kind of, like, it's not necessarily, like, politically incorrect or anything, but I do definitely say some inflammatory shit. Or sometimes I'll misspeak, and I will say something that, in a way where it's like, ah, I probably shouldn't have said it that way. There's probably a better way to say that and not piss everybody off. Oh my god. Dude! You fucker. You're nasty. I can't believe you just flew by shit on my hand. That is disgusting. That was a disgusting watery shit, too. That was so rude. Who did that? It was either Cher or Koa, because 6 didn't move. What the fuck, guys? What did I do to deserve that? Fucking birds, man. I think that was Cher. I just watched Koa poop, so it's gotta be Cher. Why'd you fucking fly by shit on my hand? That was disgusting, bro. Hell, man. There's many landmines for certain. Oh my god, that's crazy that I start writing this while the bird bombing run happens. Literally! That was fucking rude. I swear to god. I can't believe he, like, actually aimed and got me, too. That's crazy. Well, that was a tactical shit. Like, I have no problem saying, like, yeah, if you're racist, like, you're not welcome in my stream. If you're phobic of LGBT, you're not welcome in my stream. I have no problem saying that. There's certain, like, topics where I feel like if I say something, like, the wrong way, I feel like it comes off in a way I don't intend it to. Generally, I try to not talk about shit like that, but if someone's being a fuckhead in my chat, and they're saying some head-ass shit, you can bet your bippy I'm gonna be like, hey, we don't do that here. What's up, Button? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. My teeth hurt. I think I have another cavity. Oh, hello, Pookie Bear. What's up? What do? Are you okay? Did you hear me yelling? Cause fucking Cher, like, did a flyby disgusting watery shit on my hand. What's up, Pookie Bear?
You're gonna be mad at me.
What? What did you do?
I'm going to Wendy's.
No, you're not. Don't go to Wendy's.
No.
We're poor.
Dab me up.
I'm not dapping you up. You raising your hand higher isn't gonna make me dap you up. You scared your son.
Dab me up.
We're poor.
Dab me up.
I'm gonna beat you with my fucking shoe.
If you don't dab me up, I'm going.
You're gonna go either way. It doesn't matter if I dap you up or not. Be gone. Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because we're poor. I can't afford to dap you up because you spend all of our money on Wendy's. Don't fucking cry. Jesus Christ. Good pancakes. Pancakes. Fucking Jimmy. This guy. We made like a promise of like, okay, no going out, and if we're going out, we're gonna get like actual food. This motherfucker was like, I'm gonna go get Wendy's. Bro, we're poor. Stop. Don't spend all our money on Wendingles, please. Button, do you have any plans for Halloween? What about you, Chris? Do you have any plans for Halloween? You gonna dress up at all? What are you doing, Button? What are you doing for Halloween? I said I was gonna change the fucking, like, perspective on that, but... I guess all I can say is I think you have genuine mass appeal because you have empathy. It's like you're saying now, you care about marginalized people, you stand by them, and you're sweet and empathetic. I think you could be a star. I could be a star if I sold out and, like, made my fucking VTuber look like a child and spoke in a high-pitched voice, but I'm not willing to do that. I guess I could go the opposite route and I could fucking give my VTuber a large rack and be like, ada ada. I don't know. I could do that. You're being a Bush. As in, like, a plant bush or, like, George W. Bush? Oh, but I totally get your cynicism. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Most of the big, like, VTubers that are women either have, like, pedo bait or they do, like, the whole mommy thing, unfortunately. And it's just like, do I really want to, like, sexualize myself for views? I've already had a lot of weird people. And I've had weird people, and, like, I'm not even, like, trying to be sexual with it whatsoever. Actually, I told my friend about this, but there was a period of time where I played Rocket League. And while I was playing Rocket League, there was this one guy that came to my stream. And he was all like, hey, you're pretty good at Rocket League. Do you want to play with me? And I was like, sure. And for reference, I think, like, my top rank in any fucking category in that game was like plat at most, which is like slightly above average, maybe. Probably not even slightly above average, it's probably average. And the guy that was messaging me, he was like, I don't know exactly what his rank was, but it was significantly higher than mine is the point. Anyways, I wanted to just, you know, play unrated because I was like, I don't really want to be boosted. But he insisted that we play ranked modes. So him and I don't know if it was his friend or his brother or what, but they boosted the fuck out of me. And then at one point, he hits me up and he's like, hey, he's like, I'll pay you for your nudes if your boyfriend is okay with it. And I was like, that's fucking weird, but no. I was like, also, that's crazy that, like, you say, like, oh, if it's okay with your boyfriend, like, what if I'm not okay with it? My boyfriend could be okay with it, but, like, and it wouldn't fucking matter. But, like, what if I don't want to do that shit? And then, like, immediately he did, like, the switch and was like, oh, you're fucking ugly anyways, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, my, one girly friend, she, like, roasted the shit out of this guy, and she was like, bro, Rocket League is not sexual currency. Like, you're so fucking weird for even trying to do that. That's so weird. And then he was super fucking rude to her. So I called his ass out, and then he changed his account name and, like, made all of his accounts private, and I don't think, like, he streams anymore because of that, but, and that was just me being, like, normal. Like, I wasn't being flirty or anything whatsoever, and he just... The audacity. Yeah, that's disgusting. Agreed. No respect for your opinion of the situation. Literally, like, treating me like I'm property. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, so that was fucking weird. But I'm glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. There was a lot of fucking weirdos in the Rocket League community that were, like, They were trying to do something, because they're like, girl play game? And it's like, alright, buddy. I've been playing games. Girl's been playing games. You're using a ghillie suit? Ooh. That sounds like fun. I'm planning to do a really shitty, not very accurate ghost cosplay. Simon Ghost Riley. That way I have an excuse to wear my big old thick stomping boots. I'm so fucking sorry that you had to deal with that. I mean... I hate to say this, but unfortunately that's just part of being, like, femme online. You don't even have to be, like, a woman. Just, like, if you're feminine at all. Like, even feminine men get shit on. Like, significantly. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but, I also grew up on, like, early 2000s internet, so I'm pretty, like, desensitized to it. It's still fucking weird, though. Definitely still weird. But I'm not gonna go and, like... I won't go and, like, cry about it. Like, it doesn't... It doesn't ruin my day, let's put it that way. That's, like, the best way I can put it. I'm gonna spare you all the cat screaming, just, I think you know how I feel about the way women get treated online. Yeah, actually, okay. That just reminded me of another thing that happened. This was more recent, but, I have a friend in CS2 who's also, like, significantly higher rank than me, but him and I run, unrated every once in a while just for funsies, because he likes to fucking goof around and, like, not take the game super seriously. Understandable. So we're playing a game with him and his one buddy, and, like, we got into... We were having just, like, kind of normal games for the most part, and then the last game that we played, this one guy was just so fucking obsessed with me, and, like, wasn't even, like, saying anything to him. I called him weird at one point, and then I muted him because he was being annoying. And, like, he didn't like that I wasn't responding to him at all, and I guess he was yapping the entire game. And I don't know everything of what he said, because, like I said, I muted him, because I didn't want to fucking hear him yap. But my friends were like, dude, that's so fucked, like, I can't believe you said that. And then I was like, what was he even saying? And then they were like, yeah, he was like, trigger warning, by the way, for anybody sensitive. But he was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna fucking rape you, like, I'm gonna find where you live, and, like, all this other, like, horrible, horrible shit. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. I laughed. It's not funny. I laugh because it's like, Jesus, like, how pathetic do you have to be to get, like, that upset that a woman is existing in your game and that she's, like, not responding to you? And then they were like, man, that, like, after the game, they were, like, they were both dejected as fuck after that game. They were like, oh man, like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, why are you guys sorry? Like, you stood up for me. Like, you did everything you could. Like, it's just, it's unfortunate that it happens, yeah, but, like, it's just, it's part of it. It's just part of the thing. But, like, I can't help but laugh about it, because, like, if I don't laugh about it, then, like, it's just gonna fucking get to me. So I laugh it off. It's like, it's fucking weird, but I was like, damn, that's crazy to be that upset about it. But I felt bad for my friends because, like, they were more affected by it than I was. And they were, like, apologizing. I'm like, it's not your fault, like. And then I was like, I'm sorry that you had to fucking listen to that. Like, that sucks, but it's fun to be scary to other people. I agree. I actually would love to be a scare actor. I think that would be fun. But I also would probably have a hard time not laughing. Just heard your voice, I imagine. Incidentally, I figure the edit you just made to the accessory detail of the thumb of the character you just edited probably makes that guy jealous in terms of size. Wait, hang on, I have to read. The edit you just made to the accessory detail of the off the thumb of the character you just edited probably makes that guy jealous in terms of size. Maybe I'm having a stroke. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Is that like a penis reference joke? Still though, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but like it sucks to say this, but like I'm low-key kind of used to it. I shouldn't be laughing about it again. Pee-pee size? That's what I'm wondering. Water? Sounds good. Water. I laugh. It's not funny. I laugh to cope with it, but... Wait. Wait, how the fuck? Hang on. It is, I was talking about the miniature detail on the hand clothes. This? What, he's jealous? You think Thunder's jealous of Cricket? They're gay for each other. On the other hand, this one? Or do you mean these... Or you mean Thunder's hands? Because Thunder's a fucking large man. She's used to making people mad in video games. I am. This is true. I low-key love rage baiting people in video games. It's actually really fun. Yeah, Thunder is huge. He's a big man. He's 6'5". He's 6'5" and very wide. Cricket is like 6'2" and a bit lankier, but still pretty muscular. Down to the bottom, my joke was that the accessory image next to the thumb is small. Oh. Oh. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. How the hang on. Wait. I can't. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are listening to different music. I want everybody to know I'm listening to Animal I've Become, 3 Days Grace. Thank you, Queen. How the... Okay, I see. I don't know perspective or anything. Don't ask me to draw. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here. You know what? We're gonna... I always outline Cricket's scar, but then I never outline any of Thunder's. So, we're gonna keep it fucking consistent for once in my goddamn life. I guess I could have just left it there and then, like, colored the lines, but whatever. We ball. Cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And a dance, 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 dance. Oh, goodness gracious me. Now time to copy and paste a billion of these. I do have, like, a brush for this, but I refuse to use it because I am stinky. Even though I already showered. Here we go. That's the strat. I remember that bit, even if no one else does. Oh. Animal I Have Become by 3 Days Grace is, is how I feel when I'm on my period. Where's bubble wrap? I don't have any bubble wrap. Wait, I did this wrong. Here we go. I want to make, like, little lore videos of my guys. I'm actually obsessed with these. I'm specifically obsessed with these two, but the entire crew of them is very good. Hi, Share Bear! Do you guys want more crunchy bits? Is that why you're shitting on me while you're flying by? You want more crunchy bits, mister? Alright, I'll do some more crunchy bits. What's up, Bread Duck? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Halloween. Or have a good time zone. I don't know if you're from some, like, insane country that is, like, 12 plus hours ahead of me or whatever, but welcome. It's so sick to have OC characters. I hope you get to fully realize them. I'm planning to eventually make a webcomic with a bunch of my characters. I've been working on it, like, off and on for 5 years. But I only have a prologue and, like, 3 chapters written. I haven't drawn anything yet. I'm currently writing a script. I don't know how I want the story to end yet. I haven't decided. I have like a general idea of events between the beginning and the end, but I don't know. I don't know how I want it to end yet. I would discuss it further in detail, but I don't want to spoil it in case people decide to actually read it. I'm lagging, help. Spin around 3 times and spit on your router. That should fix the problem. I do like making little short stories about them in my head. I was thinking maybe before I do my big webcomic thing that I want to do with all of my OCs, I was thinking I could do some shenanigans with my little military guys here. It's fine. Alright, I'm good now, yay. Oh boy, my suggestion worked. I have burb. I have 3 burbs. And they're little shitheads. One of them just flew at my head. They're sitting behind me on my computer chair right now. Or perhaps they're clinging onto the... I have like a china cabinet directly behind my computer set. And they like to hang off of the... They like to hang... There's like... How do I explain this? So the doors are obviously like got glass on them, but the glass is held in by a nice little wooden frame, and they like to hang off of the little wooden frame, kind of like a chimney swift hangs off of a chimney. So they like to do that. So I don't know why either. I think it's because the back of the china cabinet has like a mirror in it. So I think they like to sit on it so that they can look at themselves in the mirror and be like, I'm a good-looking birdie. See you next month's stream. Alright, button. Have a good one. Burb! Right. I fucking love my birds, even though they're little shitheads. Oh man, oof, I want to do that now. What, be a chimney swift? I have 3 smut fics that I can't quite finish. Wildly different circumstances, but all stories I'm quite invested in. Real. I was considering writing either fluff or smut of these 2. And then I asked my writer friend, I was like, hey, should I do this or should I do that? And then he was like, well, a lot of fluff fics and romance fics are labeled that way because they have smut in them. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So I'm probably just gonna do... I don't really do a lot of writing, but I'm very lazy and I don't feel like actually drawing it. So I might just write it first, and then if I feel motivated later on to actually draw it out, then I will probably do that. No, I'm glitching again! Ow! Finally, I'm good now. I'm waiting for you to be like, ah! But like in glitch again. Where is my rule blinds? There we go. Who knows, maybe you feel more easily expressive by writing, like you said, you never tried it much. Like, I've always enjoyed doing comics and stuff, because I have like 18 pages of like a Sonic OC comic that I did in like elementary school. And it's not good, not at all. But I did enjoy doing it. So okay, that's fucking large. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I love this song. Sometimes, like, I like doing comics, but I hate the work that goes with it. But then my friend was like, why don't you just do, like, really shitty, sketchy comics? And you're like, you're so right. I could do that. But I still have to draw. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try my hand at writing. I'm not, by any means, like, great at writing. I used to do a lot of roleplay when I was younger, though. So I've got a little bit of experience writing. But I wrote some kind of shitty fanfic as well. But yeah, I definitely want to write some stuff with these two. Well, I believe in you, and you can learn and grow quickly. This is true. I don't know if I want to pick up writing as, like, a full-time thing. I mean, I guess I kind of have to if I'm wanting to do webcomics and shit. Like, I gotta do all the I gotta do the writing, I gotta do the editing, the drawing, the marketing. I love the glitch broke the text. Fucking RIP. You should call up the CEO of YouTube and tell them that their product sucks. Tell them that you spend a lot of money on YouTube Premium, even if it's not true. Just be like, yeah, I spend a lot of money on YouTube Premium, and I have lots of friends who spend money on YouTube Premium, and I will get them to cancel their subscription. Can I give you a tip for writing? Sure. Sure. Oh my god. Good enough. You don't get any seams. Okay. Cool beans. Alright. We need this, and we need this. Basically, at first, just fucking let your mind go free. I don't even use a full in-depth plan. I just create a basic-ass idea and go ham. That's generally what I try to do as well. That's something that I learned while I was in high school. Because during English class, they were like, hey, don't try to edit your shit right away. Like, just get it down. Just make it exist first, and then you can go back and, like, edit it and rewrite shit and move shit around. Yummy ham. Ham is pretty fucking yummy. It's one of the few kinds of pork that I can actually eat. This is kind of back on the autoimmune thing, Chris, but, so, like, I used to be able to eat pork just fine, and then one day it started making me sick, and now I can only eat cured pork. So I can still eat bacon and ham, which I'm thankful for, But I can't eat, like, pork chops or, like, ribs or any of that stuff unless if it is... unless if it's, like... what's the word? Unless if it's cured. That's the word. My brain do not brain. I don't know how to draw 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂. We're just gonna do our best here. Actually, wait. We're gonna do this. Oof, I'm praying for you. Wait, why are you praying for me? What did I do? I'm being sent to hell. What happened? Hi, Mr. Six. What are you doing? You gonna go get your crunchy bits? You were so cute. Even when you shit on all of my things. Oh, because you can't eat pork. I can eat it if it's cured. It's just that a lot of places don't cure it for certain products, right? I can still eat sausage and stuff. Sausage is, like, always cured. And, like, again, ham and bacon are fine because they're always cured. So, those are, like, my two favorite pork dishes anyway, so it's not that bad. Everything else I can eat, though. Yeah, so, like, if I go to a restaurant and I'm like, oh, is the pork roast cured, I can eat that, and it's fine. You can have, like... It's gotta be cured. I can't have uncured pork. If it's uncured, it makes me throw up, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm happy that at least it's not, like, an allergy. I think I would fucking cry if I couldn't eat certain foods that I enjoy because I'm allergic to it suddenly. Knock on wood, by the way. I don't want to fucking develop any food allergies suddenly. I work in like a retirement home, and one thing that I've been noticing is that if a resident is unable to eat certain foods that they like, their like mental goes down very fast. Me personally, if I was old and I was living in a retirement home and I was told that I can't have gravy anymore, I'd probably just give up and die. I like you. You're cool. Here's a frog. Thank you. Hello. I'm Mr. Frog. I don't know if I'd call myself cool, but if you think I am, then you must be right. Hello, Raha. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great time zone. I don't know if I pronounced your username correctly. I might have, like, butchered that. Like, I might have whitewashed that. I don't know. Feel free to correct me. I will try to remember proper pronunciation of anybody's username. And if it makes you feel any better, I mispronounce English words all the time, and that is my native language. Welcome to the shit show. Yeah, my username is a Persian name. Ooh, cool. You live in Iran. Oh, very interesting. Very cool, very cool. I feel like most of the people that view my content are, like, in America, like North America or, like, Europe. How's it going across the sea? The ocean. Nice, I want to visit someday. I'm in Germany. Hell yeah. I am in Canada. Deutschland. Our foods are so cool. I've never had Iranian food, but anytime I see Iranian food, it looks fucking tasty. Anyone who tried it liked them? I bet. I don't know how to draw scallions. I don't know how to draw scallions, guys. I think I know what the problem is. My bird is trying to grief me right now. He's crawling all over my keyboard. I think I gotta add a bit more space. Persian food is incredible. Yeah, I think, like, I'm trying to, so I've tried Japanese food. I've tried a little bit of Korean food, not a whole lot. I've tried Chinese food. I've tried some German stuff because I used to date a German guy and I used to be friends with Germans. They sent me some snackies and stuff. So I've tried, I guess that's not really like cuisine per se, but I did definitely. I fucking can't draw this. I've tried Indian food. What else? I'm trying to think of, like, other foods that I've tried. I don't know. AFK, I'm gonna make sausage. Ooh. Make an extra one and eat it for me. Oh, cool. Are you still with them? No. My current boyfriend is Canadian. But he is from originally, like, the other side of the country. What if I... Hang on. What if we make guidelines that actually help? My birds are fighting over food. There's enough food for all three of you. Please stop fighting. Yeah, so I'm from, like, a more eastern part of Canada, and he's from the west originally, but we are currently living in eastern, well, more eastern Canada. No interesting heritage for Jimmy. Canada's interesting. I don't know what his, like... I don't know what his, like, roots are. I'm, like... I've got, like, a lot of shit in me. Like, my mom's side of the family is, German and Scottish mostly, with, like, a little bit of French. And then my dad's side is, like, Czech and Polish. Our people are fighting for our freedom. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And I hope that you guys can be all good and whatnot. I promise I cared. I know that sounded very, like, that probably sounded kind of dismissive. I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm not aware of everything going on over where you guys are, but the stuff that I am aware of, it's, yeah. Shit's awful all around the world. We're looking for culinary history, Otto. Oh, I mean, Canada has a couple of things. Not a whole lot. We got, like, poutine, which is pretty good. We got butter tarts. But yeah, I hope, like, I hope that you and your family and everything. In Iran, mostly women are disrespected. They have to do everything. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not trying to say that, like, you know, Canadians have it as bad or anything, but we definitely deal with our fair share of misogyny as well, unfortunately. There's a lot of shit wrong with the world, honestly. It sucks. I wish it wasn't like that, but you're carrying a good deal of treats in your background, yeah. I should pull up the, I don't know if I can access this anymore, but I did like a 23andMe forever ago. But I also saw that they were getting like sued or something. I don't know exactly what for, but I should pull up my results here. Let me see if I can pull up my results. What time is it in your country? For me, it's 9:38 in the morning. It is currently 2:08 in the morning for me. I am on gremlin hours, as they like to call it. Okay, let's see if I can remember my sign-in for this. I can't remember if it was this email that I used. I can't remember what email I used. Canada has a lot of time zones, though. Back, it's still cooking and I got bored. Fair, fair. For the record, I agree audible with the state of injustice. Yeah, there's a lot of awful things going on in the world, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't like that. Truly. I don't know why I talks like this, but I likes it. It's giving, like, early 2000s. I used to type very horrendously during that time because it was cool. It was cool to type the way that I did. What the hell? I think... I think it was this email. I can't remember what my password was for it, though, for the life of me. So you can be by yourself and do what you want. I think it's cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I won't lie. It's nice not having to depend on a man. Or anyone, for that matter, if I don't want to. Do I have it saved? I might have my genetic thing saved on my computer somewhere here. Do I have it saved? Okay, apparently I don't have it saved. I thought I did. I know nothing about politics because I'm just a petite German boy. Aw, thanks you. You're welcome. Yeah. I would say, like, in the West, we do still deal with a lot of... We do still deal with misogyny, but it's a lot less overt, I would say. But we are having a problem where... We're having a problem with, like, a resurgence of, like, misogyny and stuff, unfortunately. And it's due to a lot of online influencers and misogynists just saying shit. Like, women aren't being, like, necessarily beaten in the streets or anything like that. Not implying that that's what happens, where you are, but, we do still deal with, like, a lot of shit, unfortunately. What's misogyny? Misogyny is the, like, hatred of women for being women. What was he doing? There's something I was looking up. I can't remember what I was looking up. We're gonna close that. Bruh. Are we still in the 1820s? Apparently. This nose hole is too large. I should also be, like, a little bit higher, I think. Almost crashed out. I pretend I don't see the problems here because if I am too aware of everything all at once, I will, like, tweak, unfortunately. But yeah, some people still, unfortunately, have a fucked up mindset. Unfortunately. I don't know how to draw. Now his teeth are too fucking big, man. That looks a bit better. At least I get to hang out with my favorite late night streamer as I drift off to sleep. I hope that doesn't bother you in terms of paying attention to it. No, you're good. You're good. I don't expect anybody to, like, talk in my stream at all. Again, I just do it for the love of the game. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I remember what I was looking up. Well, I better dress up like a Victorian child. Sometimes I feel like a dying Victorian child. Oh, my back is hurting. This is what I get for shrimping all the time. I have ADHD, so my texts are like soup, and then frogs, my autism, hyperfixation, and then politics. I just be yapping about anything. I just be saying shit sometimes for the sake of saying shit. BRB required Dr. Pepper. W taste. Dr. Pepper's so fucking good. Okay, we're finally getting somewhere with this stupid 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚀. I gave him garage door teeth. I'm like hyperfixating on this tiny fucking detail. I should not hyperfixate on this tiny, tiny detail. I say as I continue to hyperfixate on the tiny, tiny detail. It's not even the focal point of the piece. Cool fucking skeleton. Oops. That's the eraser. Bro, my parents say it tastes like perfume. 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 staring like, bitch, draw me. He's been drawn. I'm drawing his cool fucking skeleton. He can wait. He can wait his fucking turn. He been drawn. I'm drawing him and his big beefy gay boyfriend. Because I torture them too much, and like my friend is mad at me for making them sad. So I'm drawing them happy. Because I feel bad. Also, who are you trying? Because I ship them and want to see them railing each other. They are my OCs. So this guy is Cricket. His call sign is Cricket. He got his call sign because he's got really bad insomnia. And one thing that helps him fall asleep is he rubs his feet and his shins together like a cricket. And he's got there's like a whole squad of teammates. And one of the people, like one of his squad mates, caught him doing that. And then they called him Cricket as like a joke. And it just kind of stuck. So his call sign is Cricket. And then this is call sign Thunder. And his call sign is Thunder is because he's 6'5" and he's built like a brick shithouse. And he walks very heavy. He's not very good at being like stealthy and quiet. So you can feel the rumble from his footsteps before you see him. And also his voice is very loud and booming because he has partial hearing loss. So he's when he talks, it's like you can feel your like chest vibrating. Like COD. They're just OCs. I haven't actually played any COD games. I would say that their design is more inspired by Counter-Strike, but they aren't in like the Call of Duty universe, and they aren't in Counter-Strike 2. I have like my own OC world. It's a long story. There's also some other characters. I can show you the other characters as well. I haven't finished the design for the mechanic. But yeah, so Thunder is like the breach and entry guy. Cricket is he's like the scout. Also Thunder does like close quarters combat as well. He's very good with knife. And then here's 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃. Call sign 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃. He is the medic of the group. He faints at the sight of blood unless if he is drinking. And his call sign is 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 because his body is 70% alcohol instead of water because he's constantly drinking. He's kind of an arrogant asshole. And then this is 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺. He is the demo expert. He makes his own like grenades and shit. He's fucking stupid. Like he's actually illiterate. Like he can't read, he can't write. He thinks it's for nerds. But he can make a bomb pretty much out of anything. And he can do, like, he's really good with numbers. Like, he can do, like, insane math in his head. But he can't write or read. And his whole thing is, like, he's mainly just concerned with looking cool as fuck. So, he has, like, a raspy voice and a smoker's cough because he refuses to wear a gas mask when throwing, smoke grenades. He has a lot of, like, scars on his body because he's the type of person to rip out stitches because he's like, being treated for injuries is stupid. And also, this scar will look cool. So he's a dumbass. But, his call sign is 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 because he thought several meant exactly 7. So during a mission, his teammates asked him to place several explosives around the perimeter of a building that they were raiding. And it was just to, like, create a distraction so that way they could do whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, like, I'll put them around. And then he put 7, which was way, way, way too many, explosives for the size of the building. And it almost killed the entire team. And they never let him live it down. Ew, this Ches is moldy, not me simping over the yellow dude because honestly, same, except I'm a legit author. Yeah, Sev is a silly guy. I like Cricket Story, hell yeah. Oh well, prop is a comic relief character. Kind of, yeah. Sev the Demolitionist. Hey Otto, you ever played Republic Commando? No, I haven't. And then there's also a mechanic slash getaway driver. I haven't finalized his design yet, so I'm not gonna bother showing it. But his call sign is Wrench. And the reason why his call sign is Wrench is because he was on a mission, and like during the mission debrief, they were like, oh yeah, like this will really throw a wrench into their plans. And he took that literally. So while they were doing some getaway driving, there was a guy that was catching up to them. So Wrench threw a wrench with precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth, at the other driver's head and managed to knock him out. And, yeah, he earned that title. Another little fun tidbit about Wrench is he is mute. He can't talk. So he talks with sign language. And, Thunder is the only person that can, like, translate for him. Because, like, Thunder's partially deaf. So he learned he learned sign language for that reason. And also because, Wrench has, like, no other way to communicate unless if he wants to write shit out every time. What the fuck do you mean several isn't 7? Oh man, I love Wrench now. Wrench is pretty cool. He's also the youngest of the group, so everybody kind of babies him a little bit. He's also, like, a silent genius, whereas, like, ISO is kind of a fucking asshole. He's kind of a narcissist. He's very full of himself. He's like, yeah, I'm smarter than you. And, ISO fucking hates Sev because he is a dumbass and is always getting hurt, and it makes a lot more work for ISO. And he's like, I don't want to fucking... It's like, I don't want to treat your wounds, but if I'm gonna treat your wounds, I need you to not rip your stitches out like a dumbass and get infected. That's a really fun detail. I've thought a lot about their fucking, like, interactions and stuff. Wrench's design is not finalized yet. I will post it later when I am able. I have to add color and stuff to his design. But yeah, most of these guys are like in their 30s or 40s. But, like, Wrench is... I want to say he's maybe, like, in his early 20s, mid-20s. Now I want to make my own. Do it. Yeah, I've thought, like, very in-depth about their, relations and whatnot. Like, Sev kind of puts ISO in his place, because ISO, again, is very full of himself, and he's the kind of guy to, like... He hits up on people just to see if he can get into their pants and to, like, stroke his own ego, basically. And then if he gets rejected, he's like, you're fucking ugly anyways. I didn't want to be with you anyways. I just felt bad for you. He's that kind of person. And he's also the kind of guy where, like, if you go on a date with him, he only fucking talks about himself and, like, doesn't give a shit about anything about you. He's actually such a dickhead. But Sev kind of puts him in his place, because ISO will be like, I'm so fucking smart, like, I'm way better than all of you, and then Sev is like, that's nice, you're smart? Huh, watch this, and then he fucking gives ISO a wedgie. And he embarrasses the fuck out of ISO. Cricket and Thunder are, like, low-key lovers and also childhood best friend. But Cricket and Thunder try to, like, hide their romantic feelings for each other from the rest of the group, even though everybody already knows that they're hella gay for each other. Nobody's gonna say anything, though, because pretty much everybody is scared of Thunder because he's such a big guy. He's a gentle giant, though. He doesn't like being the big, scary guy, but he uses his size to, like, get the job done and whatnot. But he's very much, like, I want to be friends with people, and, like, I want to just be a normal person. That's his, like, thing. And then, like, because Cricket has known him for so long, he's, like, the only person that isn't scared shitless of him. ISO will sometimes make comments about it, and he'll fuck with them. So, like, Thunder being, like, breach and entry, he's gonna, you know, be getting hurt more often. So ISO will, like, rage bait Cricket by being a bit too handsy with Thunder while treating his wounds. And Cricket will be, like, standing behind him, like, watching it intently and, like, seething with rage that his boyfriend is being touched. But he won't say anything. Sometimes if ISO drinks enough, he will, like, make a comment about it. And Thunder gets very flustered by this. But Cricket is like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm a drafter right in here. Sector always puts the team in their place and hates loud noises. Okay, I'm gonna start slipping off to sleep now. Sweet dreams, Otto. I look forward to your next stream. Good night, sleep well. Thank you for showing up, Chris. I appreciate your constant support and chilling in chat with me. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And I'll probably be streaming some more art tomorrow. But yeah, sleep well, my friend. But yeah, I have a lot of, like, lore for these guys and how they interact with each other and stuff. Good night, Chris. Sweet dreams. I actually love these two so much. I fucking am obsessed with these two. I didn't even mean to make them my favorite characters, but they happened. I wish I could show you my art. I mean, you could just, like, post it somewhere. Line thickness time. I thought I saw a floor chicken for a moment. How do I draw poses? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't fucking know how to draw. What's up, Dimension? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great time zone. I hope you're locked in for Old Man Yowie. Grammar 100. You're feeling jolly? Hell yeah. I'm glad that you're feeling jolly. Oh, my gay little guys. I love them so much. They're not really little, but... I don't know why I pulled up this other side. I'm not even ready to color this yet. I gotta fucking... Oops. I gotta finish the line weight first before I move on to coloring. I keep forgetting I can't sing to the songs that I'm listening to because I have different music on for you guys. I mean, I guess I could. There's been multiple times where even when I'm listening to the music you guys are listening to on stream, that I've sung other shit, so I guess it doesn't really matter. YouTube hates copyright stuff, so I'm not allowed to play cool fucking music. I mean, not to imply that this music that I'm currently listening to isn't cool fucking music, but I do wish I could play copyrighted music without being smited. Can I steal your eyebrows? Who? Whose eyebrows? I don't have eyebrows. Don't do that or else you get less presents. Yeah, stealing's bad. You mean the design? I mean, if you want to. Why is bro crying? It's just a mask. It's just a mask. This is what he looks like. This is like the shitty, like, first rendition of him that I did. If you'd like to see better art of him, I commissioned someone to draw him. Where is it? Actually, I'll show you the fan art and commission pieces that I have of him. Because my one friend has been going crazy and has been drawing him a shit ton. But this is the one that I commissioned. The artist is Kelly on TikTok. She did a great job drawing my boy. He looks so beautiful in this. Delicious. But yeah. This was drawn by my friend 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 on Blue Sky. This is 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺's OC Jack. He's a short 5'4" king and he's feral. More 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 art. This is by Henry for Wenry on Art Fight. That's it. And this is more 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 art. Oh, who said that? This looks like this belongs in one of those coloring books. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, thank you. What the fuck? How did you reply so fast? Who, me? My birds are being crazy right now. They're flying around. And why does my art style look like FPE on crack? I have no idea what FP is. be gone. Oh, my eye hurts. I don't know, like, anybody IRL that comes to my streams regularly. Forget my boy. I gave Sector a double chin. There's nothing wrong with a little double chin. Do I do videos where you draw subscribers' art into better art? No. I haven't done that. Sometimes... I haven't done a request stream in a while, but sometimes I'll do request streams where, like, if people have characters or whatever, that I'll draw it for them. But I haven't done one of those in a while. Mainly because I did Art Fight in August, which was really fun. And then I offered to do free art for my D&D party. So I offered to draw everyone's characters. And I regret doing that, but I have made some pretty good progress on that. No, I gave him a bowl cut. Just don't give him a bowl cut then. Yeah, I haven't done a request stream in a while. Usually if I'm doing art for people, it's like an art trade or a commission. Low-key, it's chill when you find a stream with only a few people on. Yeah, I agree. I prefer watching, like, smaller streamers myself. I just be streaming as a hobby, honestly. I also like streaming art specifically because sometimes I will try to start a piece and then I keep getting distracted and then I don't finish anything. But if I'm streaming, then I'm more likely to actually lock in because I'm like, oh my god, people might be watching me. Even if nobody's watching me because I don't like pay attention to whether or not there's people viewing. Like, I don't have my viewer count up because I don't really give a shit that much. I have a big forehead because I always draw the hairline last. Fair enough. Whatever works, right? I usually draw the jaw, then the hair. I do like a whole lot here. I can probably just show you guys. I've definitely got like a drawing somewhere in my folders. Oh, I'll show you guys this one because this one's good. So, here's Thunder in a maid dress. But, I'll show you, like, the sketch. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of all that shit. So, I start out with, like, a really, really shitty sketch like that, and then I'll go from there. Now I can't stop simming. Help. The face, which I'm actually not the best at. Is that LeBron? No, I don't even think he's not as tall as LeBron. It's Thunder. It's the same guy in here. He's just in a maid dress. He is 6'5" and built like a brick shithouse though. But he is not LeBron. But he is in a maid dress. Anyways, back to the regular drawing. My fucking gay dudes, I love them. I didn't expect to get so obsessed with these characters that I made them. Like, I fucking love them. I have so many OCs, but these two in particular take up a lot of my mind palace. They live in my head rent-free. Why does Sector Loki look like Frozone for me right now? I don't know. Are you looking at a picture of Frozone? Where is my super suit? Hold up. I've been drawing a bit and doing short animations. I want to know what you think. Is there a way I can send an image? I have a Discord down in the description. Or actually, I think if you do... Let's see if Nightbot will work. Is it gonna work? Does Nightbot hate me? Okay, no. Nightbot does not hate me. Thank you, Nightbot. Where is my super suit? Yes or no, elf ears? I don't fucking know. Do whatever you want, bruh. It's your character. Flip a coin. Spin a wheel. You're gonna try to join? Sounds good. Let me know if you have a trouble reacting to the rules post. I had a buddy of mine that had trouble reacting to it, but I think I fixed the problem. It should work. How many people in there? I don't know. It's not active by any means. Me and, like, my best friend of 10 years are the only people that are posting in there sometimes. The odd person pops in and says something once in a while, but it's a pretty small Discord server. Pretty small, pretty inactive for the most part. Probably my own fault, because, like, I've only recently been trying to be a little bit more active in my own server. But not a whole lot of people in there. It used to be more active when I played more games like, when I played Valorant and, like, Counter-Strike 2 regularly. Because, I'd have, like, my friends... I would have my friends, like, join my server to come and play with me kind of thing. But the games that I've been playing lately are single player, so... You can't react. Okay. I don't know why. I thought I fixed this problem. Let me fuck around a little bit. I thought I fixed the problem, but apparently... Rolls. What the fuck? Give me a hot second here. I thought I fixed this problem, but apparently... View channel... Add reactions, use external emojis are on. Message history is on. Let me look at the auto mod settings. Maybe it is that, because I did roles. What if we do default permissions? Let's go in here. View channels. Create invite. Public attach. Add reactions is there. External emojis is there. Read message history. Maybe that's the problem there. Let's try that, and then I'm also gonna look at the auto mod thing. I hope I didn't fuck up everything there. You have to be a member for 10 plus minutes. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Safety setup. Here we go. Let's see. Raid protection. No. Hang on. Let me see if I can fuck that up real quick. Safety overview. Permissions. Auto mod, maybe? No. Auto mod. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Verification level. There we go. Okay, I updated the auto mod thing, so now you should be able to react. Where is it? Server settings. Members. No, not members. Roles. Go back. Roles. Can I view... There we go. I forgot that I have that on. But yeah, you can post your art in the creative corner. Just need to verify my account real quick. Hell yeah. Man, I wish I could play my fucking copyrighted music. I'm listening to like the sickest fucking metal song right now, but YouTube will fucking smite me. I see that, Bread Duck. I see. I see you. Yeah, post it. If you're posting art, there's like an art channel. You might have to give yourself the artist role to have access to that, but there's like a fucking like a reaction role thing, so you can give yourself like, oh, like I am an artist, I am a gamer. Yeah, go into the reaction. There's like a role reaction, self-assigned roles. And you can assign yourself a chat color, you can assign yourself an artist role. Alright, let me take a peek. Nice drawing. You're welcome. What's a draw pile? It's like a drawing app program thing where you can like draw on the same canvas. That's also something that I haven't done in a while, but I've done streams in the past where people can come and draw on the same canvas as I. Your pronouns aren't on the chat. I didn't add every single pronoun because I can't be asked to add every single pronoun. That's why I added like the any pronouns and ask my pronouns, because there's too many and I am not adding all of them. And I'm not making rules for every single one either. Bro. He, she, or it. Nice. That's like proper wage cage OC. Bread/duck. I guess I could have added it pronouns, but I could add it pronouns, but I'm not gonna go through like all of the neo pronouns and add them. I can't. There's too many. There's so many. That's why I was like, we'll just put ask my pronouns for the people with not traditional pronouns, I suppose. I did see your animation. It's very good. It's 𝙬𝚀. That means I have to choose a heart color for that, though. What colors do I already have? I could do, like, orange. What other heart colors are there? What is this, gray? I could do gray. Could be cool, could be huge. I am autism. Me too. Oh my god, Battle Cats. I fucking love Battle Cats. I haven't played Battle Cats in a hot minute, but that's like one of my go-to games if I'm traveling. If I'm like taking a plane ride or if I'm on a train or something. Fucking whipping out the Battle Cats real quick. I could do a Blackheart. Battle Cats is the bane of my existence. Battle Cats is so much... It's so fun. I normally don't really like tower defense games, but Battle Cats is just built different. Battle Cats slaps, man. I have beat all of Into the Future and Cats of the Cosmos. I haven't beat all of Cats of the Cosmos yet. I think I'm... I don't know if I'm on first or second chapter. But, I don't have, like... I don't have, like, good cats for the restrictions, unfortunately. So I've been stuck grinding fucking... the other shit so I can upgrade the cats that I do have. So I'm pro. I'm a professional Battle Cats player. I love COD, Dino Jump, and Flappy Bird, but not Battle Cats. I've never tried it. Battle Cats is one of the most goated mobile games because it doesn't have annoying ass ads all over it. Like every other fucking mobile game is like, oh, play like a minute of gameplay and then like, you must watch this ad. But Battle Cats is completely free, and the only time that you watch an ad is if you want to watch an ad, which I fucking love. And Battle Cats has been around for like 10 years. At least like in English, it's been around a bit longer for the Japan release. But yeah, I fucking love Battle Cats. It's also very silly, and like the designs for the cats are very silly looking. No, my worst enemy, torso and legs, real. And hands. Anatomy in general. Perspective. Literally just art. Everything. Art is difficult. If it's not a perfect sphere, I hate fucking drawing. No. Even a perfect sphere is hard to draw without, like, a tool. And body and face, am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Drawing is hard. It is by no means easy to draw. And anybody that's like, drawing is actually so easy is fucking lying. Not by me. Nice. What am I drawing with? A mouse or a pen? A pen. I could, like, do like, lining with, like, a stabilizer on the regular pen, but then I'm redrawing the same line, like, 6,000 times, so I'd rather just use the line tool. Make my life a little bit easier. And then I'll manually add, line weight with the line tool. My tablet's wet. Ew. How often do I stream? I try to stream 4 times a week. Usually 2 of those streams are streams, and then the other 2 is games. Right now I'm playing Persona 4 Golden and Resident Evil. I just finished playing Rogue Galaxy. I didn't make a stream schedule for this week because I forgot, and then by the time I was like, I should make a stream schedule, it was like the week's already halfway done. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna raw dog the stream, and it'll be fine. What the fuck do they call I don't know, I'm scrolling back. What the fuck? Sector. I don't know. I don't know. Why is his name Spectre or whatever? Sector. Like, call signs usually have a reason behind them. I spent a lot of time trying to think of call signs for my characters because I didn't want to just be like, Shadow, Raven. I didn't just want to give them cool names. I wanted to, like, give them a name with a story behind it, like an actual call sign. Because the call signs are usually, like, jokes. Or, like, an embarrassing story. I'm gonna save this before my computer decides to do a little power flicker on me here. Oh, my spine and my neck. I've been shrimping way too fucking hard. Oh, okay, we gotta do a little stretching. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, fuck. We continue. That's the button. Welcome back. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna change it to ice because when he was walking in the now, he always slips on ice no matter what. Also, he's Finnish. Hell yeah. Oh, when he was walking in the snow. That makes a bit more sense. I probably could have used my, like, autocorrect context brain, but, like, it's 3:17 in the morning for me. Oh my goodness, let's not do that. Otter, do you have that problem where you spend way too much time on a small detail no one will notice? Because I do. Dude, yes. I literally, this fucking skeleton on his belt buckle, I spent like probably 20, 30 minutes just like trying to draw it. And then I was like, this is literally not even something people are gonna fucking look at. What am I doing? I could literally put a fucking dick and balls in here and people probably wouldn't notice. But, alas, I can see it. I am the artist, and it bothers me, so. Like, whenever I finish stream, if you go back in the VOD, you'll probably see the point where I'm just like, God fucking damn it. What do I like drawing most? My gay little characters and my friends' gay little characters. On the odd time, I'll do some fan art for other gay characters that I think are cool from cool fucking franchises. Right now, I'm currently obsessed with these two, though. Because I fucking love them. Low-key, I actually made Cricket, the guy on the left here, I made him to be a Gooner OC, because if you look here, right at the file name, it says Gooner OC full design. So, he didn't even have a name. I just wanted to make a hot mass dude. And then after that, I was like, you know what? He's actually kind of cool. And then I gave him a cool fucking backstory, and I made some friends for him, and then it just went from there. My stomach hurts. Nice Stitch onesie. Have I ever tried animating before, like in 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 phone or something else? I do a little bit of animating. Do I have any animations that are safe to show on the stream, though, is the question. I can't show that one. That'll get me banned off of 2 of the 3 platforms. I animated a bunch of, like, emotes for my Twitch. Because I'm affiliate on Twitch. Where the fuck did I put them? Oh, what fucking... Is it in here? Twitch emotes. Here we go. There's this one. There's that one. There's this one. Where's another one that's good? I like this one. That one's cool. Here, I'll show you some of the fucking animated emotes that I made. The frame rate is, like, slightly different. Nothing crazy. Just very simple. There's that one that I did. There's this one that I did. This is a lot faster than it actually is. I slowed some of these down or, like, sped them up depending. But yeah, there's that one. There's this one. But yeah, some of them are, like, slightly different timings, because when I was animating it in Clip Studio, I was like, I don't want to fuck around with the frame rate in Clip Studio, so I just exported. Because Clip Studio still, at least the version that I have, can't export, like, transparent background GIFs. So I have to export every image, like, every frame individually. Unfortunately. I used to do a lot of animating on my DSi when I was younger. I fucking loved Flipnote Hatena, but I haven't animated anything super complicated. I have, like, a not safe for work animation that is in works. I can't show it because I will get banned, but I do have, like, a not safe for work animation that I'm working on, which is slightly more, like, in-depth. Pun not intended. But, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm munching on my pencil right now. I am very much a pen cap chewer. I love chewing pen caps. Where am I gonna show it? Nowhere. I'll post it on my not safe for work art accounts when it's done, but I'm not gonna show it right now because it's in a very shitty, sketchy phase at the moment. I see Thunder railing Cricket. Okay. If we're talking what's canon, Cricket's the top, and Thunder is a power bottom. But sometimes they switch it up, but generally speaking, Cricket is the top. I've drawn some not safe for work art of Cricket before. But that was before I designed, like, the rest of his crew, so it's just, like, a solo thing. But I have drawn... I've drawn one horny picture of Cricket. Actually, I can show you the first, like, ever drawing that I did of Cricket before I finalized his design. Because his wiener's not out. I mean, you don't have to draw them railing, but here's the very first ever drawing of Cricket that I did before I finalized his design. I didn't even have any, like, mask design or anything. He didn't have any of his cool fucking scars. He had his little eye scar, but anyway. That was his, like, very first iteration, and then I, like, went back and added his cool fucking traits. Now his arms are covered in scars, and he has a cool fucking skeleton belt buckle. And his shirt is, different. A lot of things are different. I basically just kept his, like, eye shape. And, like, the little bits of hair poking out, but everything else I changed. Absolute smash. Objection. Do not. It's too late. It is too late. It's very tame compared to other things I've drawn. I'm telling Santa on you? That's fine. What the fuck is Santa gonna do? But yeah, Cricket's, like, initial design was literally just because I was like, I want to draw a hot masked guy. His original intent was just to be a Gunnar character, literally. And then I came up with cool lore for him, and I was like, alright. Okay. Maybe you're worth more than just being objectified sexually. Pulverized thunder dish. Pulverized thunder dish. Yeah, Cricket's the top. Thunder's a power bottom, 100%. For the most part. Like I said, sometimes they're like, you want to mix it up? You want to mix it up? And then they do. And then it's beautiful and lovely. I'm gonna draw a Gunnar character. Why is Cricket low-key about to... What, you mean... Okay. Thunder is the big guy with the fucking horns on his head. Cricket is this fucking loser. Also, because they're gay. They're gay as hell for each other, that's why. They're fucking gay. Why are they gay? Because I thought it would be fun to make them gay. And because I love old man yaoi, that's why. What do you mean, why are they gay? Why did your VTuber look so mad after you said my comment? Because I have a resting bitch face. And it picks up on that. Or, like, if I tilt my head down, because I tend to scrunch over, it, like, registers me as frowning, even though I'm just looking down or, like, leaning forward. Because gay is gay. Yeah, dude. That's the whole point. Yeah, dude, that's the whole point. Gay is gay. They're super gay. I love my gay little guys. They're not really little, but, like, I do love them nonetheless. Haha. I'm literally about to fall asleep. Go to bed then. The fuck? The fuck? If you're sleepy, you should listen to your body and go to sleep. Don't be like me and ignore your circadian rhythm and then completely fuck it up to the point of no return. It's 12:35 a.m. I know. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you will tune in again for Old Man Yowie. Oh, they're so gay. I love them. Ugh. See, I'm fucking ignoring it, but I keep yawning, but I'm like, I wanna draw my guys being fucking gay-bos. Because who doesn't love Old Man Yowie? Oh, thank God. Good night. Oh, look at my guys. I love them so much. It brings a tear to my eye. You saw nothing, Otter? I didn't see anything. I'm too locked into drawing my gay guys. You like tired even in VTuber form? I should probably go to sleep, but I also, like, I am off work for, like, the next 4 days, so I don't have anywhere to be at any early time. It also doesn't help that I work evenings anyway, so I don't have, it's not like I have to wake up early to go to work either. There's no reason for me to fix my sleep schedule. I be on gremlin hours, for real. But that's fine, because I have a lot of friends from, like, fuck-ass time zones. Like, one of my besties is in New Zealand, so he's, like, fuck, like 17 hours ahead of me or something stupid. But we're both on, like, gremlin hours, so... I'm 8 p.m. I'm gonna go for Halloween because I'm a petite little boy. Well, then go to sleep if you are eepy. I wish I was, like, small enough to pass as a child still, because I would love to go trick-or-treating, but alas, I am pushing 30. I guess if I, like, dress up in, like, a full-ass costume that I cover my face, I could maybe get away with it. When will I stream again? I guess, like, technically today for me, but... I do plan, whenever I get home from my plans, I do plan to do some more art streams. Normally I post stream schedules, but like I said this week I didn't because I forgot. I'm not 30 yet. I'm pushing 30. I'm getting there. You're only 18? Yeah, you're, like, young. I'm not quite 30 yet. I'm getting there. My boyfriend Jimmy is turning 30 next year, though. Dan is right. I don't feel like I'm almost 30, though, but... I started getting my first gray hairs the other day. And, like, Jimmy's my boyfriend, by the way. He was like, babe, I think you're getting gray hairs. And I was like, shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. And then I went to work and I asked my coworker, I was like, Wesley, is this gray hair or is this just, like, a blonde hair? Because my hair is brunette, but when I am in the sun, my hair lightens. So I'll get, like, natural streaks if I'm out in the sun a lot. And I was like, is this gray or is this just a blonde hair? And he was like, it looks like it's just a blonde hair. I was like, cool. And then I fucking looked in the mirror and I saw, like, 3 gray hairs and I was like, fuck. I was like, I've officially reached unk status. But at the very least, like, my older brother, he gets, like, salt and pepper hair, which I think looks really nice. So I'm kind of hoping that if I am gonna go gray, I'm gonna get the salt and pepper. Because I really would prefer that. I mean, if I go all gray, it's not really a big deal either, because then I'll just kind of feel like an anime character, which I'm okay with. But, yeah. It feels weird. It feels like it was... maybe like 4 years ago tops that I was in high school, but then I remember it's like, oh, no, it's actually been like a decade since you've been in high school. And I'm like, that's insane. I think the thing that makes me feel the most old is I saw a museum exhibit and it was like life in the 90s and early 2000s. And I was like, why the fuck is my childhood a fucking museum exhibit? Holy shit. So that made me feel really old. Or like when I see young kids being like, "Oh my god, I wish I was a teenager in like the early 2000s. I wish I grew up in the early 2000s. It was such a better time back then." And I'm like, they're kind of right, but like it's also just like, damn. Kids are having nostalgia for like the time that I grew up in. That's fucking crazy. I'm invested in your stories. I have a lot of ideas in my mind. I've been wanting to post some lore videos on the boys specifically, because I've been thinking before I delve into like my big story, I kind of want to do some like shenanigans with these boys. Because I really love them a lot, and I want an excuse to draw Thunder and Cricket kissing. I mean, I can draw them kissing regardless, but I want even more excuses. That's some nice line weight. Alright, I think I might call it a night, because it's been... How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours, so I think I'm going to call it a stream. I'll work some more on this, I guess, later today, technically, tomorrow. I only counted it. I counted as tomorrow if I sleep. It's not the next day until I sleep. So, anyways, I'll probably work some more on this, or I'll work on some of the D&D art that I've been meaning to do. But I'm getting sick and tired of working on that D&D art, I'm not gonna lie. But I gotta get it done, and then I don't have to fucking worry about it anymore. Anyways, it's been fun, it's been cool, it's been awesome. I will see you guys later today, / tomorrow, / whatever the fuck you want to call it. In the meantime, stay safe, peace, and have a great rest of your night. Bye!